Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking all about that post-lockdown spending, how to keep your spending to a minimum now that we are coming out, emerging, hopefully like beautiful butterflies into the real world, whatever that may look like now for you. And the temptation is real. In fact, £50 billion is expected to be spent by Brits in 2021. The people's savings are apparently up 46%. And what do they want to do? They want to spend that money. The hairdressers are open, the beauticians are there ready to preen us, the shops are there, the restaurants are open. They're all ready to take that hard-earned cash from you guys. But I wanted to share a video today to hopefully help you guys curb that spending, keep yourself on the right track, keep those money mindset changes that you've made over the last year where you've had to be much more thrifty, much more keen on saving money and not spending so much. So grab yourself a cuppa and we're going to be talking all about how to stop that spending post-lockdown. I want to caveat this video with saying obviously it's really important that we're supporting our small businesses, our local businesses, and getting the economy going. So it's not about not spending any money, and Lord knows you deserve a treat after this last 15 months, but it's about just trying to instill those money saving values and beliefs that we have managed to get, and so many of you guys have said over in my Facebook group Budget Best Life that you've managed to save so much more money because you aren't just idly spending it on drinks while you're out, getting a train everywhere, getting lunch while you're out. You're not doing the normal life that we were doing before. So as much as it is good to kickstart this economy, it's going to be quite crushing in terms of inflation, and savers probably aren't going to be in as good a position. I think there's something like £196 billion extra estimated of saved money at the moment. Obviously most people have probably not managed to save much, if at all, if they've been furloughed or lost their jobs. But people have, if they are still earning a pretty much full wage but not working, not going anywhere, they're not spending their money. But this is about taking those habits that you might have learned and actually keeping on the right track for the spending ahead. I would love to know in the comments, has lockdown done you a favour when it's come to saving? Obviously, I'm highly aware, myself included, lots of negative impacts of this last however many months and years of not being able to save, not being able to earn as much. But let me know in the comments, have you had a really good spell of saving? Have you managed to save for something that you wouldn't have been able to save for? Let us know. I love hearing your success stories. So on to the 5 ways to keep your spending in check and making sure you know exactly where your money is going. So it's a really good time to reflect, to assess where your money was going pre-lockdown. So as I mentioned, were you just grabbing coffees every time you went out, in the mornings and the afternoons? Were you going for drinks after work? Were you getting a lunch out? Were you getting trains everywhere that you haven't been doing? It's a really good time to do that and to look at exactly where your money was going, because if it was that suddenly you've got excess money in your bank that you don't know how that's happened, it's probably because you weren't doing all of those extra leisure activities and meeting friends and things like that, socializing. But reflecting on that is going to really give you that chance to think, actually I really enjoyed brewing my own coffee and taking it in a reusable cup, really liked not having loads of clutter, not buying loads of stuff, and actually having a less cluttered home. So it's a really nice time to do this, reflect on it, and hopefully that will impact your budget as well going forward. So now is a really good time to reset your budget. So you may have changed so much in the last 15 months. You may have childcare costs now, or transportation costs that you weren't having to spend on if you were furloughed or having to stay at home. You can get yourself a free budgeting tracker over on my website larajoannajarvis.com. Budgeting trackers and debt trackers and savings trackers, and they're all there for you guys for free as a gift to you, just to say thank you for supporting my channel and to help you guys as well to budget, because you may have these unexpected costs, or your bills may have gone up, or you may be buying more food. All of these different things, you need to make sure that you are on track and that your budget knows exactly what is coming up, so you don't have any nasty surprises. So feel free to go and download them. They are free. You can print them out, you can print out however many you want, one for each month of the year, and let me know if you do that. Tag me if you ever share it on any platforms. I'm Lara Joanna Jarvis across most platforms, and I'd love to see you guys using them. I'd really love it if you do enjoy this video that you give it a like, just to guide me and let other people find it as well. And also, why not subscribe to the channel? I upload 3 times a week, and I'd love to have you here in this community. I just love giving you guys the tools and the tips to help you live your best life on a budget, and hopefully you enjoy what you see and you'd like to be part of this community. Okay, a new wardrobe. Now this is tempting to go out there and spend a fortune, especially with a change in season, if it ever stops raining, that is, here in the UK, is to go out there and buy yourself a new wardrobe, because you know you've not been out, you've been in loungewear for a year, and suddenly you're like, what did I used to wear? What do people wear? It's really hard to kind of like go back to, you know, previous what you were wearing. So it's tempting to go out and buy lots of new things, but you needn't buy new. Obviously you guys know I love Vinted for buying secondhand, and you know, just buying pre-loved clothes. But not just that, you can actually shop your wardrobe. I did a video on this about how to shop your wardrobe when you get inspiration from people on Instagram, what they're wearing. The chances are you are going to have very similar things that you can put together and tweak in your own wardrobe. So don't feel like you have to go and spend loads of money and getting all the new trends and all the new pieces that are out there for spring and summer. Go and shop your own wardrobe and save yourselves loads of money. And don't forget, people haven't seen you for a year, so they've probably forgotten what you were wearing last summer anyway, so just wear that again. Okay, tip number 4 is to pay on time. You may have taken a payment break, whether it be a mortgage holiday or just a break on any debt repayments. This is the time to start it back up again if you can financially afford to do so. But be aware that things might have changed prices. You know, if you had a little break on your energy supply or your council tax, things might have increased. So make sure you know exactly what it is you need to spend, what you need to pay for, and how much and when that's going to be coming out as well, because you don't want to be caught out and getting any bad negative marks on your credit score because you didn't know that your bank, you know, your electricity bill's gone up, which they all are, by the way. It's time to renew if you can to get the best rate, because energy hikes are coming. So make sure you're getting the best rate. Just make sure that you're on top of exactly how much things are and that you're paying it on time. And if you took a break from your pension, then now is definitely a time to start your pension up again. I actually did a job over on Instagram with a company called Penfold. This isn't an ad, but I have been personally using it, so I would definitely recommend them. I didn't realise that the government will give you 25% top up. So for every £100 you put into your pension, they're going to give you £25 free money. So I'll share a link in the description bar. I think we both get £25 to start ourselves off, which is brilliant. And you can set up a pension. It's the easiest thing I found. I don't want this to be an ad, because not at all. But personally, it's helped me. So I want to share that with you. And that is literally, it's so simple, so quick. It was a couple of questions, set me up, and I do now monthly payments into it, and it's all done and topped up. They sort it all out as well, and they can merge all your old pensions. Anyway, all of that jazz around that. Like, capital is at risk with any investment. Not a financial advisor, but just really, if you are looking for a pension and it's a little bit mind-blowing, which I found it, they've been really good for me, so I'll link them below. Fun money is the next one. So I have mentioned this. We have been through the ringer. Like, no one has had a good situation. I was trying to like explain this the other day to someone. Like, even if you think you obviously, you know, for us, for example, working full time, trying to homeschool the children, they've, you know, suffered because they haven't seen their friends. Like, that's tough, but that's not to say like the 17, 18-year-olds coming of age, they don't get to do their A-level parties or their proms or like their leavers parties, or, you know, go out and go to bars. Like, they've missed that part of their coming of age, and that is so hard. And I think that's maybe harder than us because we have everybody here. Our family, we are here, so we're lucky. Whereas, like, say my parents, they're on their own, they didn't see anyone for pretty much a year. Like, that's really hard for them, but they didn't have the homeschool and they didn't have the missing all the going out stuff. So it's like nobody has had this good. Like, we're in the same storm but in a different boat. I think that's the saying. But yeah, it's time, guys, to really go and enjoy yourself. So budget for fun money and make sure you have got that in your budget from your, you know, go and grab the budgeting sheets from my website. You deserve it. You deserve to go out and see your mates for a meal. Don't feel guilty. If you've budgeted for it, then it takes away the guilt when you actually do spend the money. And I find myself, I want to do like once a month, maybe see my girlfriends, even if it's just go to someone's house now that we're allowed, and just socialise, because we haven't done it for so long. The children, I'm going to get them to do some groups now because they've missed them for over a year and a half. They haven't done any like extracurricular stuff. Just don't feel guilty if you spend that money, because we do deserve it. We've been through crazy times, and you know, even if you can't afford to do something, just spend like use time like as a commodity to do some self-care, go and see your friends. You know, you don't have to spend money, but just go and relax and enjoy yourself now that we're allowed a bit more freedom here. And even better, if you can do a side hustle to pay for that, then that's win-win. I'm actually doing a side hustles video very, very soon here on this channel. It might even be up next, with loads of side hustles for 2021, and yeah, just lots of ideas if you are trying to make a little bit of extra dough whilst, you know, things go back to normal. And that will obviously pay for, you know, nice things as well as the essentials. Oh, another good idea which I use is an app like Plum. I'm sure there's others, but I use Plum, and basically it will round up all of your spending and it will take that money out into a pot. It will also see like what you've got due to come out, bills, and what you've got coming in, and it will say, okay, I can take £5 out of this account and you won't notice it. And it will do that every few days, every week or so, and then literally by the end of a couple of months you've got hundreds of pounds that you didn't actually notice that was coming out, because it does it like little bits. And I know loads of you have had really good success with Plum. Again, I can leave them linked in the description bar. I think we both get £10 if you sign up, but I just love it. I just think it's a really nice way of saving money without realising, and then obviously you can use that money to do the nice things, have a day out with your family, or, you know, just treat yourself, because I think we all need a treat. So there we go, guys. There's 5 ways to stop yourselves from overspending now that we're coming out of lockdown. Let me know in the comments what you do. Share with us so that we can all read those and get inspired as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all real soon. I'll see you real soon.